let me just see if I can pull you up here. Let's see. I thought I pressed play. Let's see what's happening. Okay, I am. Good morning. Hope everybody had a good weekend. I am back with coffee and a craft for this morning. We're going to be working on a Thanksgiving cutlery pouch, which I spent some time kind of pre-designing. So hopefully this won't take too much of your time up this morning. My weekend was pretty busy. I am thankful to have my mornings back again. I will not be scheduling any more swimming lessons for 9 a.m. Lots of stuff in the afternoons though. But it was a hectic 2 weeks having to be out of the house by 9 and then trying to get everything else in that I will need to get done in the mornings. So feeling a little behind on things, like I need to catch up, but happy that I now have the time to do that. So, I also decided over the past 2 weeks, which you've probably heard about, that I was going to renovate a dollhouse, which was kind of silly. I don't know why I picked the busiest 2 weeks of the summer to add something else on top of that, but I did. But it's almost done, so that's good. I'm really happy with how it's turned out. It's not perfect by any means, but I quite love it, so hopefully I will be able to share the finished project with you guys soon. If you've missed it, I have put up some information on my sweet shares, which I will start taking orders for in 2 days, or maybe actually tomorrow. I think I can start on the 27th. So I'll be sending payment information out about that. So please check that out. Great way to get all the product that you're kind of wanting without having to spend the full cost. Sorry, there's a little bug on my desk. I'm just gonna get rid of it. Okay. Yeah. So they're all about $30, kind of give or take. That includes tax and shipping. So check those out. You can sample all the sweets in the catalog for really minimal cost. All right. So, I also got last week the free stamp set that I won for answering a question. I won a random draw on our Canadian demonstrator Facebook group. So this is the stamp set that I got to choose. I got to choose whichever stamp set I wanted from either the catalog, so that was really nice. So I already had the dies for these stamps, so it's called the Wish for Everything, and they have sentiments for pretty much every holiday. Valentine's, Halloween, birthday, Hanukkah, Christmas, Father's Day, Mother's Day, New Year's, Thanksgiving, birthdays, did I say that already? Easter, St. Patrick's Day. So they had these, and I had already gotten the dies because I really liked the dies just on their own too. But in budgeting, hadn't gotten the stamp set. So these are the dies. So actually, we're going to use the Thanksgiving die today. So what's this one here? Thanksgiving. And again, so the dies, you have Halloween. I think that says, they're hard to read upside down. I think that says, oh, that's day. Christmas, Happy, St. Patrick's, Valentine's, Easter, New Year's, Merry, Fathers, Mothers, yeah. So they coordinate with these stamps. And then there's also these three cool, I guess, script stamps that go with the other font as well. So there's a lot you can do with these for card making and for scrapbooking, memory keeping. Yeah, so we're going to be using the Thanksgiving one today and a couple of the other stamps that go with it. So without further ado, let me turn you guys around. You can see what we're going to be working on today. Any questions, feel free to drop me a line, and I will do my best to answer them during, or after the video. So hang on one sec. Let's get you turned around. Okay. Right, you should see it. Turn the lights on. Right. Okay. Oh, so the other thing I wanted to tell you is I'm going to be making my coffee and crafts Monday to Thursday during the week. My son, I realized, will have therapy groups coming up every Friday morning, which I obviously didn't have any control over scheduling that in the fall. So I'm going to I won't be able to do them on Fridays anyway, so I'm going to use Friday mornings just to be able to get caught up, make sure I'm getting everybody all the business stuff that they need, all the news and announcements and all that kind of stuff, and making sure I'm not getting behind on that stuff for you guys, so that you're getting all the info that you need, as well as the product demos as well. So yeah, so Monday through Thursday, if we start to get busier with the videos and more people are watching, then I might look at throwing another one in there at some point. But I think 4 will still give us lots of time to get all our projects and stuff done for the holidays. So yeah, so like I said, we're going to be using the A Wish for Everything bundle for this project. And we're also going to be using these copper dotted treat bags. So we used to have a die that made these mini treat bags. We don't have that anymore. And the 1 year that we did, I'd actually made bags out of Designer Series paper for Thanksgiving treat bags. And if I do a blog post, I'll try and link back to the old blog post that I did. Because they were very different from what we're going to be doing today. But anyhow, so we don't have the die anymore, but we do sell these treat bags already pre-done. So yay, huge time saver, you don't have to put the bags together yourself. But you can still embellish them and make some really lovely handmade place settings. So these are the copper dotted treat bags. So we're going to use one of these. So you can fit a napkin in here and then like a full set of cutlery for your place settings. We're still going to be playing with the Come Together paper. I love this paper. It is fabulous. It makes for like a great coordinated Thanksgiving table set. And treats and all that kind of stuff. I've been just kind of putting everything that we've been doing up on my shelf there, and it all looks so nice next to each other. Alright, so we are going to start with some layers, our bottom layers, to embellish this bag. So I just cut out, these are some paper, pre-cut some paper for us. So this sheet here, which is going to be kind of like our background, is 4.75 across by 3. Okay, and then I cut out this other sheet, which is again 4.7 across by, what did I do, 1 or 1.5? 1.5. Okay, and then I cut out 4 strips of our copper foil cardstock. So what I wanted to do was just give a bit of a trim to each of these layers, kind of top and bottom. So these I cut to 4.75 by 1/2 inch. You can make them thicker or thinner depending on how easily you want to be able to adhere them to the back and how much you want to leave in the gap. I kind of only wanted to leave like about 1/8 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch, just so it has a bit of a edge to it, to make it look a little bit more finished. But I cut it to 1/2 inch just to make it easier for me to kind of stick it on and not have to be too fiddly with it. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to do the same thing top and bottom for both of these layers. Okay. What I want to do now though is to punch out this piece to give it a cool little edge. So I picked this label punch for you, and I really should label my punches, so when I'm doing this I can tell you the name of them. And this is the Everyday Label Punch, if I recall correctly. I'll check the catalog after. So what you would normally do when you're using this punch, if you just want to get this shape, you don't have to trim your paper this small. You're just going to slide your paper in and push. Right, and then you're going to get this shape cut out of your paper. But I want to show you a little trick to get a longer shape. So you're going to trim your paper to 1.5 inches. That's the first little trick. And there is a tiny little, spiders are just like, these little things are sneaking in everywhere. Okay. Like a Halloween theme. I don't have to decorate. I have a Halloween themed office already. Alright, so no decorating for Halloween for me. Yay. Anyways, okay. Let's stick this. You're going to slide your paper in the gap here. This is why it has to be cut to like the right size. 1.5. And I can kind of just wiggle. I want to just wiggle this in here. I did it before when it wasn't on camera. There we go. Okay, you're going to slide one end of your paper in, just kind of line it up so that you know you're getting, get your finger out of there, the shape that you want, and then you're going to punch. So you have your edge punched out like that. And then you can do the same thing to the other side. It doesn't matter which end you stick it in. Punch. Alright, so there we go. So I have my longer label now. And I may need to trim off my, it's going to be a little shorter, so I'm going to need to trim this off a little bit, but that's okay. Once I have that glued on, I'm going to fussy cut that down. I can actually probably just trim this down to, what length is this? 3, just over 3.5. 3.5, and it's like 1/16 shy of 3 3/4. Where's my, we'll trim 2 of these down. Okay, so, did I announce last week we're getting a new trimmer? Because we're getting a new trimmer, that's exciting. So I've been like running this one 3 and 1/16 shy, okay. Really just like running this one down to almost nothing with doing my dollhouse, and I haven't gotten a refill of a blade, but that's okay. Now that I know we're getting a new one, I'm not too worried about it. I have a Carl trimmer for other paper, but it's not good for small dimensions, so anything less than about 1.5 inches is a pain in the butt to cut on it, whereas this trimmer makes it so easy to do smaller dimensions and shorter things. So that's what I really like about it. So hopefully our new trimmer will be the same. Okay, so I have 2 of these cut down. Why am I missing one? I lost one. Where'd it go? There it is. Okay. Alright, so let's glue this on. Here's my... Hi. Mommy's just doing a video. Honey, what's up?
Mom.
Yes.
But you're not talking.
Well, I was until you opened the door. What's up?
Talk.
You want to watch me do the video?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. So I'm just using my Tombow to stick the trim on this page just so I have a little bit of an edge. So I'm going to go ahead and do that.
You're okay, Mom.
You okay? Yeah, careful. There's stuff on the floor there, sweetie.
Is that for the flower box? Mom?
Oh, no, it's the same foil I use for the flower boxes, though. Yes.
So why are you doing what you did with the flower box?
Well, because I like copper, honey, so I'm using this for making a cutlery pouch for Thanksgiving.
When they don't miss Thanksgiving?
When is it going to be Thanksgiving? October 12th, maybe? I think that's when it is this year. So, about a month and a half, honey. Alright, so I'm going to let that dry, and then I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing over here with these pieces and just trim up this one.
Mom, can you have some putty?
Can you have some what?
Putty.
No, sweetheart, you can't have putty right now.
There's a
I don't have it out.
Where's the putty though?
I don't know.
Dad,
What's Daddy doing, honey?
I don't know where he is.
Oh, okay.
But Nana's awake.
Nana's awake? Is she having breakfast?
No, I was looking for Dad and he's not there in the kitchen. I don't tell him.
What?
I don't tell him.
You're going to tell him what?
Yeah. So that he knows to Nana breakfast, but Daddy not there. They don't have time.
Oh, is he with your sister? Or is she still sleeping in the...
I don't know. I'm there with Nana
Okay.
most of the time.
Okay. Well, I think I hear Daddy walking around up there now. Maybe he was in the bathroom.
No.
Okay.
Nana was in there and I didn't see him.
Okay. Well, he's probably looking for you because I can hear his footsteps upstairs. Alright, so now I'm just going to go ahead and stick the background on this pouch. Alright.
But how do you talk to them?
My phone's recording the video, honey, so they hear what I'm saying on there. They can see what I'm doing here on my desk. And then...
They can see from here.
Well, Mommy's watching there, so I can see what they're seeing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's pretty straight. Alright, so we have that. And now I'm just going to go ahead and stick this on here, just kind of centered.
Mom,
Yes.
your hand doing different thing when you were doing the chin.
The video's a little bit delayed, yes.
So it does what you already did.
What's that?
It does what you
It shows what I already did, yes, that's right. Yeah, I have to wait for it to catch up a little bit.
What?
I'm going to actually just do this off-center because I want to put a bow on it.
Off-center.
Yeah, this piece is going to be a little off-center, but that's okay. I could even have it sticking off, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I'll keep it on there. Okay, so let's poke this. There we go. Oops.
You got a new pen?
Honey, that's actually not for Mommy, that's for Nicole.
Huh?
Nicole ordered this one, honey. It's just waiting for her to come pick it up.
That why you had it?
Yeah.
Did Nicole give it to you?
No, she ordered it for Mommy. So it's just waiting for her to come pick it up. Okay, and so then we have our layer. So you can see just the copper that's peeking out on there, which I liked. Okay. And then I want to, where's my ribbon? Here it is. Okay, I was debating between the Thanksgiving sweet ribbon and this ribbon, but because I'm doing the pretty peacock kind of in the paper, I thought, let's go ahead and use this ribbon again. Honey, I'm going to be about another 10 minutes for the video. And then I also have this one. But I thought this was just a little too for this project. I really like the ribbon, but I think it goes better with more of the Cajun Craze and Mary Merlot papers. So I like this one.
It would be better for the doghouse.
Honey,
For the mirror.
okay, so for the mirror. That already has mirrors, honey. And honey, you know what? That paper Mommy can't get any more of. So could you put that back, please? Because I don't want it getting wrecked.
Why do you can't get any more?
They're not making it anymore, so Mommy's keeping that one.
But why were you giving
I
that?
think.
Why are they
haven't
not
actually
making that paper?
I think they only made it for a little bit. I should probably actually check and see if they still have that one.
Is that a hang?
No, this is, I'm going to tie a bow with it. So, do kind of similar to what we did on the tea tin. Just with
You're
tying a
doing
bow
what
with this ribbon.
doing what you're doing.
Well, it looks that way. It's still a little behind, but it looks that way, yes.
Why they're doing what you already did? Why did it do that?
It's just delayed, honey. I don't know why exactly. For whoever is joining me, good morning. Okay, let's not play with Mommy's dies, honey. I know they look fun, but they're fragile, honey. They're not for kitty hands. They're sweetie.
What a kitty hand.
Your hands. You're very strong. Stronger than those dies. And they're pretty strong dies. Honey, can you go upstairs and just tell Daddy that you are safe and he doesn't have to go like searching outside for you somewhere if he gets worried?
I don't want.
Okay.
How long is the video?
Well, Mommy has to finish doing this pouch. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just stick a glue dot down here just to make the bow a little bit flatter. The ribbon a little bit flatter, so let's grab a glue dot or two.
What is a glue dot?
Stick that down here.
What is a glue dot?
What's a glue dot? These little dots of glue.
I can't see them.
Oh, they're clear, so they're hard to see. Oh, that's okay. Alright, so we have our bow, we have our pouch, and then so when we did our little Ferrero Rocher treat box, we die cut out these leaves. And I was like, okay, let's save them for another project. And I thought they might be fun as a little accent on this project, so we'll see here.
Can I have a leaf?
What's that? You would like leaf? Here you go. Okay.
I'm going to put it.
And then, so I said we were using the dies, so I already pre-die cut 2 of the Thanksgiving words from the die. So then I had to just have to decide. I like to do 2 layers so that I can give it like a little bit of a dimension and just peek out a little bit of the background color. So now I just have to decide whether I want the copper to be in the back or in the front. So if I put the copper behind,
That is a big week.
kind of have that look. It's not super standout-ish. It looks lovely, but it doesn't really jump out.
No.
And then, but I can also do it like this. You know what I need to do, which it jumps out a little bit more.
I need some paper.
You have lots of paper upstairs with all your craft stuff.
I need actually some paper that you don't need.
Well, the recycling bin's right there if you'd like to take something out.
Is that one you need?
No, you can use that piece.
Mom, so I need stitching.
Alright. Honey, that's sharp.
I don't know to hunt something out.
Right, we have a little side project going on at the moment, folks. Hand. Sweetie, that punches and open, honey.
How does it work?
Mommy can show you after she's done the video.
Can it try something how?
What's that?
How does it? We put it in here.
I can show you when I'm done the video, sweetie.
I don't need.
I'm just using my snips here. Honey, I can show you when I'm done the video, sweetheart, okay?
Can you take the back out?
No, because I don't want you using it without my help. Okay, it's heavy and it's sharp. Mommy will help you use it after
Can
I'm
you
done.
do a little one?
That's just for corners, sweetie.
And then you do the corner.
Okay, so yeah, so I think I'm gonna go with copper on top. If you have the multi-purpose sheets, die cut, stick that down before you die cut, and then you can just peel and stick. It makes it a lot easier. If not, I just use the Tombow. I have them. I just usually forget, and we no longer carry them, so I don't demonstrate them like I could have before. But they are quite handy for dies like these if you have them. Okay, so just bit of glue here, here, and here. I did also die cut out the little eye dots. Those did come out, but and I think they might be on the paper here, but I don't think I'm even going to worry about putting those on. People are going to know what the word is without the little eye dots on there. Okay, the Tombow does dry clear, so I don't have to worry too much about the exact kind of placement of getting this right the first time. I can slide it around a little bit, and it's be pretty forgiving.
Mom, how does it even work?
It just punches corners out, honey.
How?
There's a corner in the paper.
Then up.
Yeah, okay. You have to hold it still on the corner there. Alright, so this I'm thinking, I'm going to stick down here and have our leaves underneath just to give it a little bit of color. And then, where is it? I scrapped a, don't put that on my paper, thank you.
I need
Scrap of Whisper White. Oh, Daddy is not on his A game today, as you can tell people. Alright, and so pretty peacock. Okay. Ink. You could also maybe do cherry cobbler ink because we're throwing in those leaves. Block, where did I put my stamps? Here we go. Okay, so I'm just going to use the happy stamp, and just this one, not the script one. So let's go ahead and find that here. Happy. Happy. Okay, and then oops, you know what, I stamped it over the turkey. I want to see that. I meant to do it on this side. Let's try that again. Do it a few times. Okay. I'm just gonna fussy cut this. You could also use the classic label punch. The little thin line punch that we have is good for punching out these also. Yeah, I like that. Happy Thanksgiving with the leaves. Alright, okay, so let's go ahead and get this glued on, and then we'll have our very lovely cutlery pouch. Okay, I'm going to pop this up on some, hopefully I can get it on a mini dimensional or two. Be careful how I do it. See if I can squeeze two on here. Let's see. Okay, two on there. Stick it on a ribbon there. And you could probably trim those down a little bit if you wanted to. Okay, and then where are my leaves? I'm just going to use my Tombow on my leaf because I have it handy and it'll be fast. You could also use glue dots. Okay, sweetheart, I'm going to ask you not to play with this one, okay? It's too heavy and it's very sharp. Alrighty.
Can I keep a picture?
That's a very expensive camera. It's not
I
your choice,
try
sweetheart.
not to break.
You'll try, yeah. No, we're not gonna go with try on that one, honey. Okay. The sponge.
Yeah.
You can use that sponge if you'd like it for now.
Is it for ink?
It is, yes.
For what?
Ink and paint and other things.
Huh?
So it's for ink or paint or other things. Alright, and I'm going to stick our Happy Thanksgiving on, or Thanksgiving on here.
Can I have some ink?
No, you can take it upstairs and use it with some of your paint, though, if you would like.
Ink?
No, you're not. Well, you have ink upstairs.
Pink?
Do you have pink ink? I'm not sure, sweetie.
No, I don't.
Alright, so that's pretty much done. What I might do is just stick a couple more glue dots on my ribbon, just to kind of hold that in place a little bit better.
Mom, that's okay.
But that's our cutlery pouch.
Huh?
So I'm just
What
going
did you
to
say?
do
Yeah, the
this.
cutlery pouch?
Yeah, I'm just talking on the video, honey. Please stay out of that drawer.
Huh. A waiter.
Yes, an eraser. Thank you. Okay, so there. Our cutlery pouch is done. Just says Happy Thanksgiving. Stick a napkin in there. If you wanted to add like a couple,
Haven't
maybe
seen
pearls or something in the Mary Merlot, you could probably do that. If you wanted to give it a little bit more like sparkle and shine or dimension, throw on some Mary Merlot colored pearls or rhinestones or something. But yeah, I'm quite happy with how that turned out. Alright, drop me a line, leave me a comment if you have any questions, and then I will see you guys tomorrow morning for another project. I haven't checked to see what's on the schedule for tomorrow, so it's a surprise. Alright, have a good day, everybody. Bye.